Aloha. In this episode of Enlightenpreneurs TV, you're going to learn how being late can cost you a fortune and what you can do about it. So stay tuned. Fantastic! Welcome back. This is Michael McIntosh with Enlightenpreneurs TV from Hawaii. Much love and blessings to you from one of my favorite beaches. And in this episode, we're going to be talking about how being late can cost you a fortune. Now, how is this possible that being on time and showing up for appointments is going to be the best thing ever, and being late is going to cost you a fortune? Well, I live in Hawaii. And pretty much everyone is late here. Very rarely do I ever get anyone showing up on time for appointments. It's just not the way it is in Hawaii. Everything's super slack. If you think the west coast of America is slack, Hawaii is an extreme version of the west coast of America. It's the most western part of the world, really, and it's extremely slack. Now, being on time is not very popular anymore. People aren't very punctual in general. People seem being on time being old-fashioned. You hear all kinds of people saying things like, oh, just go with the flow, don't get stressed out, why are you worried about all this stuff? And it seems popular. But what we're actually saying is we're saying that your time, if I make an appointment with you and I'm late, I'm saying to you that I don't value you, and I don't value your time, and I don't value my own life as well, because life is made up of moments. Life is made up of, this is it, a moment, here I am on the beach. If I'm not enjoying this moment here on the beach, I'm not here, I'm not alive, I'm not enjoying my life, I'm somewhere else. And so many people are spending their whole lives, their whole time, not really being there, not showing up for other people, not showing up for themselves, not really showing up for anything, and just sort of drifting about in life. And who knows where you're going to end up if you just be a drifter the whole time. So, just to be totally honest with you, when I was younger, I used to not show up for hardly any appointments. I was always late for everything, I was late for school, late for appointments with the bank, late for basically job interviews, just constantly late, right? And I realized that deeper down I was having issues with authority, just wasn't showing up for myself, and just basically was not really showing up for anyone, And I had to stop doing that completely and make sure that I was always on time for all appointments, always on time for anything, never say yes to anything I'm not going to do, and just be 100% committed to whatever it is that I really am into. And that was a huge shift, and it took me a while, and I still have a little resistance now and again. But this has completely changed my life, So I'm literally by the minute. If anyone has an appointment with me, by the minute, unless of course I'm sick or I've had some crazy accident. So there's always things that happen occasionally, but otherwise absolutely on it. So as enlightenpreneurs, we have to really be interested in integrity. Integrity is such an important thing, and one of the basic forms of integrity is if I say I'm going to do something, if you say you're going to do something, then absolutely do it or don't say it. So if you say you're going to show up for an appointment, either be there on time, exactly on time, and totally show up, or don't agree to it in the first place. Too many people just say, yeah, I'll do this, and they overcommit themselves, and then they start letting people down, annoying people. And what's really going on there on a deeper level is that they're not showing up fully for life itself, and they're just sort of floating around. So we really need to be fully integrous and able to choose what are the most important things for us, what is the most important thing for you, and show up fully. And if you can't show up fully, do not agree to it. Cancel it, cancel it, cancel it. So how to do it, how to be on time, how to really get things going? Well, first thing to do is to only say yes to the appointments and to the deadlines and situations that you are completely committed to, that you're fully interested in. Never, never, never say yes to anything, never agree to anything unless your heart is fully into it. Second thing to do is to schedule your appointments properly. If it's not scheduled, it's not real. That's a great expression to remember. If it's not scheduled, it's not real. Put it in your appointments, put it in Google Calendar or whatever you like so that it's actually going to happen, and show up on time. Make sure you plan ahead and you know what's going to happen. You can see the future, you've got a calendar and you're on it. Next thing to do is to only focus on the 20% things that really matter the most. And I've talked about this in great detail in other videos and in Enlightenpreneurs Academy and other courses that I do and books that I've done. What are the 20% most essential things that you're particularly good at, that you can do, that make a massive difference, and only do those things? Because time is precious. Why waste it on trivial things that someone else can do when you've got to deliver your message and do what you are here to do? You know, so only do those things. And then the other thing is just to be aware that things normally take longer than we anticipate. You know, in our mind we think, oh, this is only going to take 10 minutes, it's only going to take an hour. And in reality, when you get to it, you know, it goes on and on and on, and there's stuff that you didn't think about. So just imagine everything's going to take roughly 2 to 3 times longer, and you're going to be in, you know, in actual sanity, real deal, like reality check of what your life is and what's going on, rather than thinking you can do thousands of things you can't actually do, and then you get stressed out at the end of the day. So what's going to happen if you do this? Well, if you do it, you're going to get massive respect from other people, respect from others. You're going to show up for your life and really be on the case all the time, enjoying yourself. You're going to be up to 16 times more productive than you were before. And anything that you want to happen that's really meaningful to you in your heart of hearts, you're going to show up for that and you're going to make it happen. Because when you just make this one thing, making all your appointments guaranteed that you show up, once you just do that one thing, everything else comes in after that. If you do this one thing, the rest of it starts coming back and having that same effect. So how you do one thing is how you do everything. And this is going to make an enormous difference to your life. Even if those appointments are showing up for yourself, if you can do that, and you can do that every day again and again and again consistently, anything is possible. So you can just imagine whatever is possible. You know what it is for you. You know what your life is. I congratulate you for making this commitment, and I look forward to hearing all about it. If you love this video, like it, join my mailing list and share it with other people. If there's anyone else who needs some help in this stuff, share it, share it, share it. Click those buttons. Let's help each other. You're the best ever. Keep up what you're doing. Get your work out in the world. Have fun with it. And I'll talk to you soon. Lots of love from Hawaii. Aloha. Yay.